What is up, my friends? Good morning. It is an absolutely beautiful Tuesday morning here in Arkansas. I just wanted to log in and let you know that I love you and I care about you and I'm thinking about you and I'm praying for you. You're worthy. You deserve happiness, health, love, laughter. Let's get right on this. The end of last week, everybody thought that's the end for Donald Trump. He's still here. And he said, what he said about the stock market, that he thought the stock market would probably crash if he was to to be impeached. If somebody was to try and topple him from power after being elected legally by the electorate. He said the stock market would crash. Well, I think there's evidence of that, because everything he does that's good, the stock market rises. I'm just saying. They're also so used, the stock market and actually the markets altogether and the rest of the world is so used to all of these fake news bullshit claims popping up. Oh, it's the end for Donald Trump, and then it ends up being lies and bullshit, and so the markets have stopped reacting to it until something concrete comes along, and you watch. So yeah, the stock market just boomed again. The NASDAQ is at a record high, 260 something points yesterday, because Donald Trump got on speakerphone with the president of Mexico, the outgoing president of Mexico, who supposedly hates the United States, right? Turns out, probably, like I've been saying all along, I'm sorry, I hate to say that, but like I told you before, Vicente Fox and Donald Trump hate each other. And that was Vicente Fox, not the president of Mexico, the former president of Mexico, who said Mexico hates Donald Trump and we're not going to deal with the racist son of a bitch. Fuck it. We're not going to build any fucking wall. And, you know, the president of Mexico wouldn't talk like that. The fact that you think that the president of Mexico would talk like that makes you the racist. Because he's just a dumb, poor, lowly Mexican, right? Probably doesn't even know how to get an ID, so you don't need a voting ID law, right? Oh, that's black people, I'm sorry. I get the Democrat things wrong the way they think. I'm really getting tired of this. Oh, Lanny Davis, the Hillary Clinton's fixer, by the way, who is now Michael Cohen's lawyer, come out and said, oh, Michael Cohen, he probably has something he could say to Robert Mueller about the Trump Tower meeting, and then has to backtrack that over the weekend. Turns out there was nothing there. Paul Manafort, he got found guilty on a bunch of shit. They're also going to throw the book at his ass federally over some other things. He's got a trial coming up, and you know what? He tried to make a deal, and apparently he didn't have nothing to make a deal with, because Mueller turned him down. So your little Manafort connection to Trump, it's gone. They're holding off on Michael Flynn's sentencing, by the way. I think they think there might be something there, or they just understand that there was no reason to sentence Michael Flynn because he pled guilty to keep his child out of prison. not because he was guilty of something. And that's what unfair prosecution does for you. That's when you go looking for a crime instead of investigating what you were mandated to investigate. So you go, instead of, you investigate the person, not the crime. That's what it is. You're investigating any crime you could come up with, right? That's what they're doing, and it's obvious. This isn't about Russian collusion, which there is none so far. A couple of investigations have said that. Robert Mueller knew that. Or you know what? We would have an indicted president if it was illegal. Don't even know if that's illegal. Because they're calling it conspiracy now. The bad guys. And you know who they are. They're calling it conspiracy. The left is getting desperate. More and more every day. Oh. There's our buddy. Huh? Hey, bud. Yeah. Well, that makes it a good day right there. So we get all this Trump stuff out of the way. He's still golden. All these people who supposedly hate us don't really hate us. That guy said, the Mexican president said he wanted to give Donald Trump a hug. Why is that? Now Canada wants to negotiate. All these people are saying he's all talk, no action. Donald Trump, he's full of shit. He's not going to renegotiate anything. These same people, by the way, who were saying that we needed to renegotiate NAFTA. I heard I saw a video of Obama saying that yesterday, that we did need to renegotiate NAFTA. I've seen video of Obama and Clinton and Schumer and Pelosi and Warren, all these motherfuckers talking about needing a border wall. I've seen these people say, and you can look and you can see, if you do not believe me, you Google any of your political heroes, Bernie Sanders even. Bernie Sanders, 2010 in the wall. And see what they thought about it before Donald Trump thought it was a good idea. John McCain. My thoughts on John McCain. John McCain is the person that the establishment used to get Barack Obama into the presidency. And then he worked on all the really important issues to the Democrats with the Democrats. That's why they call him a maverick. We call him Rhino. God bless the man for doing what he did and not pretending to be anything other than what he was. Because as he's going out the door, childish and pissed off as he was at the president, they both hate each other for really, because they're the same kind of personality. But McCain's got to take a veiled shot at the president after death, on his deathbed, writing his own farewell, and has someone else read it, and they're talking about that shit. So yeah, build a wall. Thank you for your service, John McCain. Thank you for doing what you did when you did the right thing. But most of the time, you were on the wrong side, buddy. I don't know why he needs to lie in state for a week. He's not that big of a hero. That's reserved for presidents and shit like that. Just saying. My thoughts on that. He did make some excellent decisions, some strange ones when he was younger, that made him a hero. If someone beats you enough, you're going to give them the information you want. So I'm not going to call him a coward or a traitor for that. He was in a POW camp. He could have been released, and he decided to stay. So, after being tortured. I just don't like him for his political shit. All right. So let's recap. You're a bad motherfucker. Donald Trump is still golden. In fact, he's doing even better because you can watch all of the trade negotiations are going to fall into place. Blue wave, blah, blah, blah. And John McCain, a hero. All right. You are a motherfucking badass, by the way. Kendall Wright, have a wonderful week, my friend. You bad motherfucker. My wife, although, for those of you who have been giving thoughts and prayers, thank you so much. Although she is not feeling much better, she must go back to work. I don't know, when you see them hooked up to a heart monitor and you can see it doing what it's doing, her blood pressure and her heart rate and all this, you could see this happening. You could see she was in the ICU, right? When you see all that going on, and then you have a doctor tell her that there's nothing wrong with her, something's not jiving. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Do something for somebody else. And hug the people you love. Have a good one.
Now it's your video. Look at the rainbow. Yeah.
Lil Doggy!